Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you're watching this, it is Thursday evening, our conversation time, and I look forward to having a conversation with you. I'm going to remove this from here for now. This is the team that Leon is running on. So I am I am here. Oh, I am here to have a conversation with you, as always. Around this time. I wanted to bring something live to you. We are on Second Thought. Welcome to Second Thought Tuesday edition. I'm starting a little late. I'm not going to be here long, but I want to play this for you. We are having ANC convention in Georgia, and I'm kind of glad that it does not matter how many times you fall, it's how many times you rise. And because of how many times you rise, you found your strength. Okay, that's how you build character. That's how you build strength. That's how you build something, because you have tested what it's like to fall and to rise. The American people say, raise up yourself by raise yourself by your bootstrap. Okay, so I had a conversation this afternoon with a gentleman, Leon Massey. I just showed you that, and he's running to be the chair for the ANC diaspora in Georgia this weekend. So please, by all means, meet Leon. All right? Let me play this for you. Meet Leon. We'll play this. There we go. Why is it like this?
Discouraged as to the results that happened. So there was some reflection going on.
So let's go back a little bit. Good. So I just wanted to have a sidebar with you. I know I'm going to see you tomorrow. We can go live. We can talk to the people in Georgia area. But let's send a message out to the people. ANC stumble in 2023. We introduced ourselves in 2017. I know we're here, and I believe ANC is gearing up to get prepared, get into the trenches again. Let me first of all say welcome, and
thank you.
Talk to the Liberian people.
Yeah, good point, Yacindy. So after the 2023 elections, many Liberians and also Liberians part of the ANC umbrella were discouraged as to the results that happened. So there was some reflection going on. Mr. Cummings appointed a team of people initially to try to organize Liberians in the diaspora to have a formidable presence to support the mission back in Liberia. So there was an initial group charged with responsibility. Unfortunately, they weren't successful. And then my team came along, the Mensa team. So over the last year, we've been working collaboratively with many of the auxiliaries of the ANC within the diaspora to organize them under one umbrella. For example, we work with the ANC Global, we work with the ANC USA, we work with the CPP USA, as well as the ANC Midwest. Now, I wouldn't say it was all easy. You know, we had countless meetings, meeting weekly, sometimes meetings occurring late into the night, drafting documents like constitutions, like corporate registrations, really put in place the infrastructure, payment systems, organizational structure and setup, et cetera, culminating into what we have today, which is the ANC Diaspora Convention, which is happening in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So it took my team to unify all of the Liberians in the diaspora under the ANC umbrella. So this is where we have today under my leadership. And that's what I want to bring to the table in the election going forward. As I get elected into this position as chairman of ANC Diaspora USA, I would like to continue the journey of mobilizing Liberians under a unifying umbrella around common purpose, around common vision. In a couple of organizational agenda or mission that I have is to institutionalize the ANC. So, for example, we need a new party headquarters. We need county presence, district presence, local presence all across Liberia. We also need logistics, vehicles, advertising material, billboards, communication devices, both human infrastructure as well as physical infrastructure to really move along the ANC's mission agenda in upcoming days. So I'm really looking forward to Liberians coming to the convention this weekend and voting for the Mensa Kishin team. I'm sure you're going to have more questions for me, but I'll stop there for now.
Thank you for the intro, first and foremost. But I will ask you though, Leon, how long have you been around the ANC? Why now? Somebody may ask you, because I know I've seen you, but I want to know if other people know, how long have you been around? What has been your contribution? Why now?
Sure. So I've been around the ANC roughly about 15 years. We're part of the regional founding members of the ANC. I remember the early days helping draft some of the original ANC constitution through all the various phases in an election cycle. So it shows my in-depth understanding of the intricacies of ANC, the different divisions, different people, different temperaments, how to manage them, which I can say contributed to the success that we're having today in terms of the ANC Diaspora Convention. Now, you're asking, what have I done? So maybe I'll give you a little bit of history. So I grew up in Liberia, went to Bright Functional High School, and then later on St. Patrick's, and then subsequently came here to finalize my high school. I also have a master's degree in finance. I possess a bachelor's degree in business and marketing. And I've been a 20-year corporate executive working for large financial institutions. And I have a good understanding of how to manage large organizations, people, complex systems, and ideas. So I bring those leadership and management skills to the ANC diaspora, which I think has contributed to the success. So I have both experience within the ANC as well outside of the ANC. And I bring those two together that will help us lead the ANC into the next era.
So talk to me. I know at some point in Maryland, you were part of you played a major role in the community in Maryland. Did you? Were you part of the Maryland organization, the Liberian community in Maryland? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, good question.
All the way out. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So for 5 years, I served as the treasurer of the Liberian Community Association in the Washington, D.C. area. When we actually took over, we had like literally negative $200 in the account. Our registration had fallen off. And by the time we left, we had about $25,000 in the account. We just took it, let's say, transition about 2 years ago to a new leadership, and now they're doing very successful. So I worked with President Wilma Mashinini Red. Mm-hmm. I also was the president of the St. Patrick's and St. Teresa's Convent around the Maryland, Washington, D.C. metropolitan region. So I led that group for 5 years. We're about 90% completed with the construction of St. Patrick's High School in the King Gray community by SKD. So we also raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to help rebuild St. Patrick High School. As you know, St. Patrick High School was a very legendary school in Liberia. So we're working to rebuild that and bring that back to modern era.
Okay. All right. So you're not just a business guy, you're also a community organizer. You are in touch with Liberia and in touch with Liberians all around here. Okay. So thank you. So let me come here. Why are you choosing now to lead this organization when you have been a part all this while? Why are you choosing to lead now?
Thank you for the question. So I took it upon myself to choose to run for the chairman of the ANC Diaspora because I think we need new direction. Okay, clearly some of the actions that have been in place for the last several years did not work. It did not achieve the level of results of which we intended to achieve. Therefore, I decided to step up to the plate to not only take leadership for the sake of position, but more important for the sake of accomplishing the mission, which is to really bring the mission and vision of ANC back to the public and help us elect the rightful leadership, electing Alexander B. Cummings as president of Liberia in 2029. We were around, we saw some of the mistakes that were made, and so we decided to capitalize on those mistakes. What were some of the mistakes? First, we decided that as a team and as part of the transition group, we wanted to institutionalize the ANC. So it is not fair for, ANC is a large, complex organization, to have everything channeled through a narrow path of decision making. We wanted to have the flexibility of strengthening people in the various counties and districts so that they understand what's going on with their people. They can make all
Kind of
those decisions.
decentralize what we had before, correct?
Yeah, decentralize some of the decision making, because people in the local district kind of understand what's going on in their communities, so they can make informed decisions as to what affects them. Pair them up with budget officers to help fund activities. So those are some of the things we saw. We also saw that there was a need to make ANC diaspora a welcoming institution. So it's an institution where people of all backgrounds and segments of life can feel respected, they can feel heard, they can feel like they're valued, that they're looked upon as equal. So we thought having a very friendly environment was important to rebuilding this institution. So those are all the reasons: institutionalize the ANC, decentralize some of decision making, provide financial support for ANC Liberia, and also make it a friendly and warm environment and help prepare it for the next era.
Thank you so much. I know when we spoke earlier, and I said before coming to this, because you were focused on trying to get this convention going, structure going, you wanted to make sure all of that came to where we are today, hopefully to where we'll be. And I asked you, I said, Leon, but you've been around, we're going out, we're campaigning. Why are you running? And you told me, you say, yeah, I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up on the promise of Liberia. I see young people. I see children graduating from colleges, no jobs. I see women year in, year out. When I go to Liberia, they're disabled, no dignity, begging to eat, begging for people to help them. Our women going to the hospital, and the overarching message is nothing really has changed. We have tried, Waka, we have tried, we have tried, but I refuse to give up hope. So in your own words, giving back and giving Liberian back their dignity, how do you intend to do that? How will you help the rest of the people? How will you get the message across? And I'm kind of happy that you refuse to give up on Liberia. I'm refusing to do the same too. So.
Yeah, I see you hit the note around the head. For practically our whole lives, Liberia has just been in a state of destitute. Okay, we haven't really had much to consider successful in Liberia from a country perspective. You look at electricity, you look at jobs, you look at infrastructure in terms of roads, physical development, whether it be housing or business development, all these things. Really not much there, right? It's been the same people we've elected over and over and over again. So yes, you're right. I refuse to give up. I refuse to allow this generation to go by without having for us to be the one that have made that change. So we decide with this generation to step up to the plate. We've been complaining our whole lives. So now instead of complaining, we have to take that now into action and actually demonstrate that we have the capability to make that change now and today. And so for that reason, I'm involved in the ANC diaspora, and we're in full support and full gear to get ready for 2029 to install a man that can bring jobs, who can reboost the economy, who can organize Liberia under law and order, who can attract foreign direct investments, who can really turn Liberia into a new page that we've never seen before, one that we can all be proud of going into the future.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Leon. That's any last words to our people? Any last words to our people? I will be playing this over and over. I want this to be a message to the people. Folks, Leon told me he refused to give up. He refused to give up on the promise of Liberia. We all know the promise of Liberia. Liberia was funded to be a safe haven, an oasis for Black people, all people of African descent. So we have bigger dreams to allow our children to dream dreams. So talk to us in your closing statement to the Liberian people.
So in my closing statement, I want to first extend appreciation to all the transitional group members that worked tirelessly over the last year to bring in place this new ANC diaspora, consolidating all of the various ANC auxiliary under one umbrella into USA. I want to say thank you. I also want to extend the opportunity to all those who were able to make it to the convention in Lawrenceville, Georgia this weekend to come and really be part of this movement. And finally, I want to encourage all Liberians to really use the opportunity to mobilize Liberians to bring change, real change to Liberia. We could rally behind a solid person with proven track record, with experience, with international reputation, with the skills. And if we do that, we'll make Liberia proud again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liam. You have a good day. I'm going to end this story with Quincy B, This Life, No Balance. Leon, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let's get to, oh, where's my no balance at? Are you serious? I think okay, here it is. Folks, that was Leon. Leon is leading the ANC this weekend to hopefully the people that come in will listen and they will elect him, because I think we need a bridge. Somebody that will march all of us, somebody who have worked diligently to get here. But I'm going to play a short music while we're here. This Life No Balance with Frank Quincy B, okay, to see where the balance at, and then why we are, and I will add my voice, and then we'll call it a date, okay? There we go. This is Quincy B.
Everybody on the hustle. Some people know like peace. They want some trouble. Crime rates on the increase. The government can protect the people. Hold up. No justice for the poor. Yeah. Look the way we're living. We're treating one another unfair. Look the way we're living. We're treating one another unfair. Look the way we're living. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future?
What's the hope for the future? I believe Leon just gave us hope. If he refused to give up, we should not give up. That said, this is Leon's team. But let me warn you this. It is an individual vote, okay? But Leon would appreciate it if he would vote for each of the people that he has chosen. Now, all the tickets are filled, okay? But this would be his core team that he will work with. We have our sister, we call her the general. We have a lot of women, female generals in Liberia. Okay, Sis Gifty, I'm not sure when she's arriving. All of you know Monet Kishen. Monet Kishen is on the team. He's going to be a part of this journey with Leon. In fact, he supports this journey. Monet, I think there will be a good combination. Leon is more kind of bring the balanced approach, the kind of calm demeanor, but stern. Monet is the other one. He's a bulldozer. I think there will be a good. Monet is out there. Leon is out there too, but he has always been the planner, but very effective. Pushed from the back, and he thought there was time. They say each man, there's time in each man's life that you must step forth to step forth. All right. I know most of you have been asking me, sis, why you're not running. In the world over, those of us who live in a country that is competitive, when people give you the organization to build and you stumble, you push other people ahead, although you rise up, you still fight, and you create a better team, and you come back. I'm here to help the better team to come back who understand. Folks, let me make you understand this. Leon is part of the original founder of ANC. I am one of the initial or the original founder of what was called Cummings for Liberia. Okay, so we gave birth to this. All right. And we have a vested interest because we believe in the journey of Mr. Cummings. We believe he can deliver. We believe the problem that Liberia has, the biggest problem Liberia has, is the economic problem. Okay. When America went in the depression, Great Depression in the 1930s, FDR knew instantly it was an economic problem. Even when Black people were being mistreated, when Jewish people were being mistreated, when Italian were being mistreated because they said they were coming for their job. But the sooner we started creating jobs, everybody started getting to go to work. It does not matter. I went out today and vote after work. Okay, so I don't want to be too long. While I have been here, I want to say thank you for listening. It is 49 minutes. Leon, it was really great talking to you. Folks, share this video. Listen to Leon. If you are in the Georgia area, please, by all means, join me. Okay, other people try. In 2018, we came together. I was one of those people who convinced what became the ANC Midwest. And I like to talk it live on Facebook. Somebody would come and say she's lying, so you can say she's lying. Okay, my brother and cousin Melvin Logan led that charge. Mr. Ganga and Tonia Yale, Pastor Yale, Sis Magdalena, Mayanga, Sis Tonian. The group goes on and on and on in Minnesota. That was the first group that raised the most money at one time to initiate. They brought a name, ANC Diaspora, because we have Cummings for Liberia, we have ANC USA, we have Friends of Cummings, okay? So they thought, let's create a diaspora group and come together. And then along the journey, there was CPP, all right? There was Think Cummings. So after the election, with everything that happened with CPP, Mr. Cummings decided to let the group come together. Some people thought it was not the right time. Other people came in and tried. But Leon and his team were persistent. They refused to give up. They refused to throw in the towel. They refused. Even when issue came, when people were almost at neck and neck, Leon always found a way to diffuse the issue and redirected. You know, those of us who work in school will call it redirect us to see the bigger picture while we are here. That Liberia with a bigger picture. I would like to close with this today. Yes, that was Quincy B. Liberia had no balance. Let me tell you something. This young man was so way ahead of his time. He went so early. Quincy B that I just played. Okay. Quincy B made this music, I believe, 2016, 2017. It is true today. Nothing has changed. My son Quincy, nothing has changed. Our people still suffering. Oh man, I'm saying that I'm getting emotional. Nothing has changed. What you saw as a young man and you die without seeing it, nothing has changed. The drugs is even more today than it was yesterday. Women are still not being taken care of in the hospital. Our children are being taken advantage of by ministers and government officials, and they're giving us excuses. The law is inconsistent. The justice system is inconsistent. Quincy B, nothing has changed. There is no balance. Now, I'm going to play this and I'm going to end with this. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. So I'm going to go ahead. My few minutes is almost over and play this young lady. All of you know this woman right here. This is our sister. This is our sister, Gifty. Gifty is running. Anthony is happening to Anthony W. Gay. Y'all have seen him all over, and he's the voice to reckon with. You have seen him all over social media. Say Yamicho, Kwenga, all of you know Sis Yamicho. You have seen Sis Yamicho all over social media in Liberia, running between Ghana here. All of you know that. Okay, y'all know all of these names that I'm calling to y'all. So these are women. These are women with great love for Liberia. These are men who have dedicated the last 10, 15 years to Liberia, working, changing, some of them leaving what they're comfortable with to come up front to be the change that they seek. And it's good when you can answer the calls. I have been here, play my role, okay? And I'm still here. I am still here, okay? Until something better comes along. For now, this is what I see. This is what I'm going to deal with. Yes, I know some of you come and say, yeah, Cindy, you left, you're going to Musa. Musa, my brother. When the time comes, and if I feel the need to, but for now, I'm still where I am, okay? For now, I'm still here. For now, today, Dennis asked the question, the gladiators, that was like women. The gladiators have left. I am the mother of the gladiators. And I'm not bragging. That's the fact. I remember the day that they were having something in Minnesota. And I've called Mr. Cummings and say, there's a group meeting in Minnesota. They want to meet with. Okay. So we're going to play this right now. This is Sis Gifty. Give me 1 second, guys. This lady, Sis Gifty. Now I'm not talking because some of you can ask, what have you done? This woman built a bridge. Build bridge. Okay? Build bridge to help Liberians. Where is my stuff here? Why are you not coming up? Okay? To connect communities. To connect communities so they can be able to work. This is Sis Gifty right here. Y'all remember this lady? This is Gifty right here. She came on. Yep.
When it comes to success, there is rarely ever
unilaterally build a bridge
when luck comes into play. Hard work, however, always comes into play. Hard work does not offer a guarantee of success, but without it, there is a guarantee. The guarantee of failure. The harder I work, the luckier I get. The harder I work, the richer I get. The harder I work, the greater my success. Good things don't come to those that wait. Good things come to those that work their butts off. Great things come to those that will do whatever it takes. Great.
Love that. The harder I work, that's what is required. Okay? That's what, nowhere in the world. The revolution is not an apple. It's not going to get ripe and fall. It's not your pepper tree. It's not your pepper bush that when it's too ripe, it will drop. We must work for it. We must own and earn the trust, at least the belief of the Liberian people that we are different. And it will start in our actions. We are different. That we believe in the promise of Liberia. We must. That's what we didn't do. That's what we didn't do. Morovia is not Liberia. Okay? Leon told me. Leon said, yeah, we cannot be frustrated and step back. We should turn our frustration into faith. That Liberia can still be reformed. For too long, corruption and impunity have crippled our progress. And he said, yeah, I am running to help to end the cycle, to bring integrity back to public service, and to ensure that leadership is accountable to the people, not just the powerful. That's what he said. And I said, are you talking for ANC? Are you talking about us? He's like, yeah, we got to start from within the house. Charity begins at home. That's the thing that goes, if you want to destroy a nation, you don't need an atomic bomb. You don't need a bazooka. You don't need a grenade. What you need is lower the morality, which would be integrity. Lower the education, and you will self-destroy. We will, and he said, if we support and when the people accept Mr. Cummings, education will be a priority. It will not be a burden. It will be what built a nation. So, Leon, I want to thank you. And lastly, he said to me, he said, yeah, I'm also running because I refuse to give up the promise of Liberia. He said, we must carry the next generation. We must leave Liberia in the hand of the next generation, ready to run. He said, I want to help create a future where innovation is celebrated. Education is accessible, and every Liberian child can lead, learn, and live with dignity. Hope is not lost. It's waiting to be reunited. And together, we will light that flame. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Maybe Leon is practicing for his Senate seat. I'm not sure, but that was hot. So, folks, I got to go cook. It has been beautiful. And I'm going to end this with, again, if I can get Quincy B back. Okay, that's what I'm going to end it with. I'm going to end this with Quincy B here. Okay, so let me say good night to all of y'all. Leon, thank you for availing yourself to come on the platform. Okay, I listened to Sis, I believe it was Sis Victoria earlier. I recognized that voice. So we will close with this. We will close with Quincy B. Where is that? Where is Quincy B? Where did I just do here? Okay, we're not here. Leon is still smiling. And we will finish here. There he goes. So, folks, I'm ending with this.
Love the way we live it, we treating one another unfair. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future?
Hello, Lasco.
What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Our forefathers were taken into slavery, but in a modern time like this, we're children and slaves. We're fighting a war not with guns and bullets. The enemies I see are my brothers and my sisters. We're diggers of graves while we're still living. Don't judge a book by its covers, looks can be deceiving. Whenever the sun shines, must come a rain. Who will come and take away the pain? Love the way we live it, we treat one another unfair.
Thank you so much, Quincy B. Thank you for your voice. The crowd is still the same. The issue is still the same, although you've been gone this while. But thank you for your voice. Thank you for your fast-heartedness. So to end, I want to put this flyer here. Folks, here are the people I am supporting. Okay? So I'm going to take that here and tell you where we are. Here they are. Leon is the leader of this group, and it has been a pleasure. I look forward to you all coming to join us Saturday evening. It's going to be Saturday morning and Saturday evening. It will be epic. Okay? So Sis Letty, the General Leon, Sis Gifty, Sis Yamitro, and my own former Deputy Secretary, Mimu, former Magnus, who served us as financial secretary when we needed one. He showed up with his hand up. He's running to be treasurer. He had kept our money. Anthony Gay, still here and still fighting for Liberia. Thank you. Folks, these are the group. Join us. And folks, the name of the organization coming together to create one organization is called ANC Diaspora. Okay? Diaspora was the name created for the scattering of the Jews. So I want you to remember the name again is ANC Diaspora. That is the legal name. That is what is registered in. ANC Diaspora is the name. So I need all of you to remember this again. The name of the organization coming together, bringing ANC USA, Cummings for Liberia, Friends of Cummings, Think Cummings, CPP, ANC Midwest together is called ANC Diaspora. Diaspora simply means scatter. Okay. Again, it's ANC Diaspora. Come on my page. It will be posted there. Now, We will unite, and we are the change that we'll be waiting for. President Obama once said, when people love their country, even if it's just 2%, the love that they have, if they can use it to change the world. Here it is. Let me put it right here. President Obama is right here. Let me move this and I put it right here where he said here. Okay, so all of us can see it. He said, in the time of danger, in the time of chaos, those who love their country can change it. So I'm going to say, Ruth, I can't wait to see you. So I'm going to say good night to all of you. Thank you. I have spent my time. Leon, it was good having you. I'm going to share this video. That was Leon. That was the interview with Leon. Folks, yes, I think we need a new direction. That is me. All right. So I'm going to keep this here, and I will finish with this right here. Here is the group. Here. And I will come down here where I remove myself. And here. Here we go. So I want all of you to see this name very well. See Leon. This is Leon. Okay, he's the head of the team. Okay, that's Leon right there. This is the team. They will be here. We have an interview, but I'm going to be dying the numbers of folks with for my calls. If you have my number, please call me and let's continue the conversation. I look forward to, I look forward to seeing all of you this weekend. If you're in the Georgia area, by all means, please give me a call. All right, let's join this. We are the change that we'll be waiting for. Nobody will come from anywhere to change us. Okay. Thank you. And everyone, good night. Again, this has been a special edition of Second Thought Africa. Okay. There we go. Here I am. Where's my banner at? Should I finish with this? Should I finish with this? Yes. I'm out.